Alright, so today what we're going to try to do is something a little bit different. We're going to see if the infinite combo that's in standard right now functions in Arena. So for those of you that don't know, the infinite combo revolves around Release the Wind and Naru Meha. So basically what you do is you play Release the Wind, targeting any non-land permanent, and then while it's on the stack, you flash in Naru Meha and copy it, and then target Naru Meha with the copy, and then you can basically infinitely cast her and keep on uh, targeting her with Release the Wind, making a copy of it, and just making her enter the battlefield, keep casting her with Flash over and over again before the first copy resolves. Excuse me. And then the way you win is by either having a Bantu's Monument out, which will drain your opponent down to 0, or by having uh, a Diligent Excavator, which whenever you cast an historic spell, which Narme is a legendary creature and therefore an historic spell, target player puts top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard, so you mill them out. And so what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can do this in Arena. I've tried it once and it didn't work, so my initial thoughts are it's not going to work, but we're going to see if we can get it to happen. Uh, One thing I did not try is full control mode, so we're going to try that, which you enable full control mode in Arena by pressing Control. Excuse me. And so we're going to see if that helps us make it work. I've only seen one Reddit post about this, in which, and I did not see, and most people are saying that they couldn't get to work, and that's most likely a bug. So we have one copy of Release of Winds, 2 ops, and 1 Blink of an Eye, so we're going to keep that. We don't really need to win, so if we can get the 7 mana required to do the combo, we're probably just going to use it whether or not we have the win condition. In other words, Bantu's Monument or the mill card. Excuse me. Because we're trying to just test to see if we can get it to work. Okay. So we might lose a couple games, but again, we're testing, and there's no way to test in Arena without just playing against people on ladder. We're going to put that on the bottom. We're just looking for Naru Meha, which we have 4 copies of in the deck. So I'll let him draw the extra card. I don't care that much. The only thing that'll be annoying is if he has a counter spell when we try to do this. But I'm not expecting it to work. So you can see here that if you turn on full control mode, man, it stops at all possible times and requires manual tapping lands and mana stops. We can also do shift control, which should leave it on. So what we're going to do is we're going to go attack. I'm probably going to just let him hit me the first couple times here because I don't care that much about winning or taking damage. I'd rather go through my deck and find, with the opt, and find the card that I'm looking for, and then save up the 4 so we can use these to draw cards. So this is a really important thing because it kind of determines this is like one of the only infinite combos, if not the only infinite combo in standard, and the only infinite combo that you can do in Arena, or that you should be able to do in Arena. So we're going to see if it's possible to do that, and if it's not, it means that could mean a lot for like the future of the game. Just in general, we can do another opt here. Like, it's something I need to fix, right? You should be able to do an infinite combo if you're legally allowed to do it. Alright, so that is a win condition. What we're probably going to do here is we're just going to play the search so we can go through our deck faster. Again, there are 47 cards, and we want to get that 1 copy of Naru Meha. What we could do is throw in black and go tutors. But, I mean, if the combo doesn't work, it doesn't matter that much. If to actually build a deck around it. So we're just looking for, we actually have both the 2 combo pieces. We're looking for the last combo piece to win, but again, we don't really care that much about winning. We'll probably play this the turn before if we draw it. Okay. Graveyard, draw, land, combat in turn. Let him do that. We'll return whatever he attacks with, one of them that he attacks with. Probably the Gutter Snipe, because it costs more to play again. Just to draw the card off of Blink of an Eye. And then hopefully eventually make it to get our thing before we die. Is what I really want. But his deck might be a little bit too fast. We might just not draw it. We might just get unlucky. Because we need about 3 more turns if we draw it in the next 3 turns. Okay, fine. Sadly, he is doing a very fast deck in order to kill us as quickly as possible, which means that we probably won't get to do it. Because I don't know if we can actually survive long enough to do it. And then Blink of an Eye. Return it to his hand. Draw us a card. Another win condition, but still not what we what we want. Come on. Yeah, he plays that, fine. Graveyard. Draw. There's Naru Meha. Okay, so now all I have to do is live. So what we're going to do is we're going to cast these two for a blocker. And then we're going to do Blink of an Eye to, of course, slow it down. Because we need one more island. And then the turn after next, we should be able to try the combo. So one thing I'm not quite sure is I can't seem to maintain. So we have full control. We have hold full control. I can't seem to retain. Is he gonna blast that? Okay. Yeah, we're still probably going to die too fast to do this, honestly, because he's removing that, and he's gonna hit us for 6. And if he has one spell, then we're dead, and we didn't get to do it, which is disappointing. Like the fast decks and where I'm at right now. Yeah, see, is just makes it where there's too many people playing decks that'll kill you too fast to do this combo. Because you have to make it turn 7, and it is very hard to do that with decks like this on the field. So he does that. Where we will Blink of an Eye, because we don't really have an option. We'll lose if we don't. And this is why they really need to add like somewhere where you can play against AI or test stuff, because like not having that is really annoying. Because when you do want to do something like this, you just have to play until somebody has a slow enough deck that you're able to do it. I guess we'll graveyard it. Transform. Oh, we might be able to. We can actually do it now. We actually because we were able to transform the Sunken Ruin. Okay, so now here's what we're going to do. We're going to enable full control mode. We're going to cast Release the Wind. So this is the combo. Cast Release the Wind, targeting his guy. We're going to click Submit. We're going to pay our 3 mana. We're going to click right here. Then we're going to play Naru Meha. We're going to play our 4 mana. We're going to pay our 4 mana. This might actually work with full control mode. We're going to resolve Naru Meha. We're going to, because we copied it, we target, enable full control mode again, target it, submit. Okay, now here's the thing. So what happened last time is that I clicked resolve. It resolved both of them before I was able to flash Naru Meha, because what I think happened is that it this didn't cost 0 until until it was too late. So it auto resolves if you don't have anything to do. So we're going to enable full control mode. We're going to click resolve. We're going to enable full control mode again. Flash. Oh my god, it works. As long as you keep enabling full control mode. Resolve, enable full control mode. Click, play. And see, now if I enable full control mode, then it auto, see if I didn't enable full control mode and it auto resolved. So you have to keep enabling full control mode. And so that's one thing that, so if I hold this down like that, it'll lock it. Okay, so it's locked. Okay, so let's try that again. Let's start a new game because we're not going to win that. We're dead. And we're going to see if we can do that again. But it did. You can see that it did work. I was able to cast it over and over again, which is very interesting, and it actually does make this deck better. So let's take a look at the deck real fast. Now that we know that it can actually work, I think it's fine. I could use a few more. I could use more Brawls because Brawls actually reduce the cost and let you cast it earlier. And we have 2 Bantus and 2 Diligent Excavators. So, and I could use 2 more of the, of course, Release of the Wind, because I only have 2 in there right now. So, I think there was some other spell that actually reduced the cost of cards. That reduced the cost of cards of blue spells that lets you cast it sooner. But I've gotten it off twice, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. So let's just let's continue here. I might drop the negates for 2 more essence scatters because I want to keep the creatures off the board more than anything else. Protecting a combo is not super necessary. Alright, so now we know how to lock control mode. We're going to try this again. But you can see that we demonstrated that it did work. The only thing is you have the time, and so if it does work, what they need to do is they need to follow the rules laid out for Magic, in that if you demonstrate an infinite combo, the next step is that you name a number of times that you want to do it, right? So you can name, like, I want to do it 10 million times. But you have to name a number. You can't decide to do it infinite times, because then you never stop doing it. You have to name a number, a non-arbitrary number, or it is arbitrary, but it has to be a number. So like 10 million, 100, whatever you want, right? Or if it's an infinite combo, but you would mill yourself out or kill yourself by doing it, you name a lower number, of course. So that's what they need to do. It needs to recognize that you did an infinite combo that you can repeat forever, and then it needs to allow you to, after you demonstrate it, allow you to enter a number of how many times you want to do it, right? And then after that, if you haven't won, it probably needs to start the countdown, or some way to make it where, like, strike a balance between you being able to do the combo enough times to kill somebody. Like this time, if they have 20 health, I have to do it 20 times, and with full control mode, that becomes very difficult. Unless I've saved up a lot and it's very late in the game. A lot of the time, the hourglass time things. Alright, this guy's playing an interesting deck. Lots of zombies. We're going to use Anticipate. We have 2 Naru Mehas. We're going to take the island. There's an Opt. Combat, attack, and turn. We will probably return one of these to his hand. Actually, we probably won't. We'll probably just take the 6 this time. That way we can draw cards. We're probably gonna, he got these out really fast. We're probably going to lose before we get it. But again, that's the price that you pay. I do want this time, so you know that it works. We are going to try to win. I probably still should have tossed that back though. But honestly, I don't think it's going to matter. What we're going to do is we're going to play Naru Meha to slow them down, since we have 2 copies of it. He's got some kind of instant, but it doesn't matter. He probably just kill it. We're probably going to lose. It's very unlikely that we're going to win here, or that we're going to be able to do the combo. We have to survive 3 more turns. If we draw, he's got that, which increases this by even longer, or decreases how much time we have. We have like 1 turn. We're dead next turn, unless we get something, which I don't think we are. We're going to play. If we return this to his hand, then we'll get our things. What we're going to do is we're going to play Bantu's Monument, and then we're going to, in turn, again, we're 1 turn off if we actually draw the thing that we need. We know there's only 2 copies in our deck. That's one thing that we need more of, that I need more of. I need 2 more copies of Release to the Wind. He's going to attack. Good. I'm going to return this to his hand. I'm trying to think if there's anything that can let us live, and I don't think that there is. We have 2 health, gives a drain. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that can happen here. We have to live another turn. We don't have the, and that's if we actually draw the thing. His deck was extremely fast, and of course we don't have any actual removal. Okay, so we can play this, but we didn't actually get our land. Yeah, so I think that we just concede this one. We might lose a lot of ranking, but I don't really care that much. I really want to see this happen, and again, they actually need to add somewhere where you can test stuff like this, like an AI that you can play against that is just like level 1 AI, does almost nothing for new players. It's just for new players. That you can sit there and just, you can get this almost every time because the AI just plays so slow. Uh, versus playing like actual people trying to win the game as fast as possible. Okay, this is good. I like this 1, 2, 3, and we already have Naru Meha. So what we will do is we'll, of course, opt. He gets to. Oh, he's great on the fight. This might actually be. Sadly, he's probably going to surrender. Otherwise, this would be great. Yep. And he is actually going to play this. No, he's done. Okay, well, that would have been great if he had landed on like 3 or 4 and decided to stay in the game, or even 5 or 4. Yeah. Okay. Let me think. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go look at black and see what kind of black tutors we have, because that will help, I think. Also, some early game removals. So let's put some fatal pushes in there. We're going to upgrade our deck a little bit here, because I think it'll be easier to get off the combo, because it's just so fast with the way that the game works right now. Fatal push might be the only removal that we add, just to kill those early game stuff. We could go to put in some gold and demises. Where, oh where are the tutors? I think there's only like really, yeah, 4 mana tutors. We're going to put in 4 of those. Okay, and then what to remove for those? Searches are a little slow, but they do ramp us because we can usually get to 7. Let's actually take out the glimmers because I think the tutor is better. We're going to take out 1 Supreme Will. I don't think we need that many of that. We can take out a Blink of an Eye since we're using the fatal pushes. Don't need that many Essence Scatters. Naru Meha is good because we can actually use her as as a thing. Take out and anticipate. Leave it at that. Now then, lands. Is there any lands that will help us some? I know I want the 3 of those. Go with that. Done. And we're going to try it like this. And hopefully what this will do is this will allow us to tutor for the combo. Because we have 4 tutors in there now. And so this is going to be, this might be a long video. It just depends. We're at 20 minutes right now. But if we can demonstrate, if we can actually get a win with the combo, it'll be worth it. Depending on how long it takes. But I just can't get it, I might reassess and just if we're just not able to pull it off because of the other players' decks, then for like a long amount of time, I might do another one. Okay, so we actually have both pieces of the combo here, which is actually insane. So we just have to survive to turn 7 basically. So can we survive to turn 7 is the question. I also need 3 of these. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Luckily, this guy doesn't look like he's playing too much of a aggro deck. He's going to hit us for 1, but it doesn't matter too much. I'll take that. On turn 3, yes. Resolve, you can have it. Just let me get to turn 7. Have all the health you want. Although that will make it harder for me to tutor. Let's take Essence Scatter. I want to slow him down as much as possible. This can also be. We have 2 of these. We can use one of them as a as removal. Okay, we're getting there. We don't have a win condition, but his deck is a lot slower than it could be. Essence Scatter that. Please don't surrender because of it. That was a big blowout. Play the Search. So that was really good. We got rid of that, which was going to be fast. He's going to swing. Okay. We might actually lose. It depends on end of turn, my turn. Graveyard. Draw. We have enough mana, but I think we can live one more turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to 2, 3, 4. We have 2. How much are... These are only 2. We're going to get this one. And we're going to play her. He might get rid of this, which would suck, but hopefully not. So, we're very close. Next turn, if he doesn't remove that, then we can combo off. This happened faster than I expected. I'm not going to block because I do not care. Sure, have it. You get your horse. Okay, I'll take an extra one of those. Okay, so now then, we play our land, and then we go lock in full control mode. Release the wind, targeting his horse. So we'll target this horse. Submit 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. Play Naru Meha. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, 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 boom. Target him with that. Submit. Resolve that. Locking full control mode is definitely the way to go here. Resolve that. We're probably going to run out of time though before we actually get to mill him, which is the big problem here. Submit. Did it work? What happened? Speeding it up here, hopefully. And he surrendered. We won a game with an infinite combo in arena. We did it. There it was. So, this might... I actually haven't seen any videos. I'm only to look before I say this is a world first. I kind of doubt it, but maybe, maybe. Uh, but yeah, look at that. We did it. Infinite combo, again, for those who didn't see it, is Naru Meha and Release to the Wind. And then anything that triggers on creatures entering the battlefield. So Bantu's Monument will drain them for 1 every time. And then Diligent Excavator will mill them out. And that's the combo. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. Pretty cool stuff.